Hello everybody, Dave here from Cherez Studios, and today I wanted to show you exactly how to make this $3.90 solar dehydrator with 2 sheet pans like this from Walmart. These are $1.48 a piece. They do have like a curved edge. It was like a handle and I had to bend these down. But it was pretty easy to do with it. Just take a pair of pliers in the middle and then start bending it down and kind of go along a little bit. And then after you get it, pretty much there, then you can tap it with a hammer a little and then you'll get it bent down. And you want that way so that these 2 pans will line up nicely and you'll be able to maintain the vent at the bottom that you want, an even vent. When you have that rounded edge, you can't do it. You can't get a nice even ventilation because you want to orient these pans in the long direction when you do this. So these 2 pans were $1.48 a piece at Walmart, and they are, forgot to measure them, but I got my tape. These pans are 9 by 13, and I suggest you start out with these, and then if you like doing this, you can go up to all the way up to full-size sheet pans, or something like this size was about $3.50 per pan, and so you can see the difference. So really, for $1.48 compared to like $3.50, it's not that much bigger. You could also do multiple units of these. But today I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up, and then I'll go through and show you the bananas that I did in it last time. And the temps got up to 147 in here on an ideal day, which is really pretty awesome considering my big solar dehydrator with the window in it, that if you guys follow the channel you would have seen. And that one doesn't get this as hot as this one got. Now the only thing I didn't include in the price, the $3.90, is the some kind of grill. I had some hardware cloth that's plastic coated, and I just bent a piece of that to go in there. But you probably have a little cookie rack that you could put in there, or you can probably figure out something you can put in there, even if you have to clamp it between the pans. So it's $3.90, not including whatever you use for your grate. So hopefully you'll be able to find something around the house. But if not, for this one I used hardware cloth. But probably if you can get a baking rack that'll fit the pan, that would be awesome. So basically what you do is just cut up your fruit, and you want to cut fruit or vegetables. I'm going to load this with zucchini chips. Actually I put them through the spiralizer, and I'm going to season them and then put them on here. And it's a little bit late in the day to really start dehydrating, but I'm going to do it anyway, because if they don't finish I'll put them out tomorrow. But generally best to start your dehydrating, your solar dehydrating, around 9 o'clock in the morning, or even earlier if you can, and make sure you get your pan out there in full sunlight and orient your pan so that it's facing the sun. And cut up your fruit as try to keep it as evenly as possible. I try to go about 3/16 of an inch thick, because it's a little harder to get any thinner, and that seems to be about what I can cut comfortably. If you have a mandolin slicer, that's great. You can set it like an 1/8 inch, and that'd be great. They'll dry even faster. This is the first time today that I'm using the spiralizer, and that does them nice and thin. So maybe we'll even get them. I don't think we'll get them done because it's already about 1 o'clock. But they probably would finish in one day had I put it out in the morning. So anyway, what you got to do is, after you get your pieces of fruit or your vegetables or whatever you have, lined up on here, then basically you just put these two sheet pans together. Now when I did the when I bent these ends up, I didn't, you know, they're not perfect now, but that's okay because this still works very well. And I take my clips and I'm positioning them about 2/3 of the way up towards the top of the pan. And I'm going to give you guys a close-up on this because one of the most important things here is the air gap that you have. And these pans are kind of a little bit shifty, so if you wanted, you could take two other smaller clips and put them down here. I basically usually just go with the one set of clips, but sometimes I notice the bottom of the pan shifts a little bit, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to put another set of smaller clips down here, or even the bigger clips, because you get 4 of these clips in a box for $1.88. The nice thing about these clips is when I'm going to turn this way, and you've got them clamped, but you can flip these down, flip the two bottom ones down, and use them as feet. So then you've got this going on. And I'm going to give you guys a close-up of this, because I want to show you the gap and everything that you want. Okay, so this is about the gap you want. I would say about, you know, 3/16, a quarter inch. It looks a little uneven there, but that's about right. And so that air is intaking here and then going out the top. This pan overlaps and lets the air out the top. And so that's about it. You know, it's a very simple setup, but as you see, when as we go on, I'm going to show you guys how I did the bananas in here. And I fit two bananas sliced up nice and thin in here, and they came out really good. So I'm going to show you that. And you know, I'm going to be working on bigger ones of these, but I wanted to show you guys the smallest one, and you know, have you guys get started with the smallest one, because that way you didn't invest a lot, and you know, see how you do in your area, and you know, and how you like it. Because a lot of things you have to bring the dehydrator in at night and then back out in the morning. So if it's going to take a couple days, you know, that's the way I do it. Cookie sheet dehydrator, and I'm doing bananas in there today, but I got a better thermometer and I stuck it in on the grate where the bananas are drying, and I've got 147 in there now. Of course, if you want to get a lower temperature, the 147 is on the left. The set temp, I don't even need that on there, but that's just I guess the thing would tell you when it reached the set temp. But that's the thermometer temperature, is 147. So yeah, so if you wanted to do one of these, I did another one today with bigger sheet pans, but I put a lasagna pan up here, which I thought was going to be okay, which it doesn't actually generate as high a temperatures. You want that pan to be closer to your food, the top of that pan, because that's where all the heat is. So if you do this, guys, stick with the shallow sheet pans, and you'll have a better result. But like I say, if you want to dry at a lower temperature, you just slide the pans so there's more of a gap down here. These pans aren't even straight, but sorry. So you just open up that gap a little more. What I've got is just some clamps, some office clamps, and they also act as the feet. I don't know if you guys can see because of the sun, but I just opened up the one side of the clamp and folded the feet down so they hold it at an angle like that so the heat can rise out of it, and so it's angled towards the sun. So we'll take a look at the bananas later when they're ready to come out. I don't know if they'll need another day because I didn't get them out here until, I don't know, 11 o'clock or so. And it's actually cloudy today, and so we're getting 147 even on a cloudy day. So that's good. Okay guys, so I've been away all day, but it's been this is the second day for the bananas in the Solar Dehydrator, and this is just the small sheet pans. These are the ones that from Walmart cost $1.48 each, and I'll put a link to my Solar Dehydrator video where I talk about these and how you can make these. But basically you just buy 2 of these sheet pans from Walmart, and these office clips they have at Walmart for $1.88, and you get 4 of them. And I think I showed you guys that you can clamp them together, but they're also act as the little feet that hold this up. You need one end higher than the other so that you have the convection, the heat flow. Heat rises, so it's going to go out this side, and you want to orient the pans the long way because you get a better, more draw, more convection. That's why a chimney on your house, the taller it is, the better it works. So let's take a look at these bananas. I know they've been in there quite a while, and 2 days, so they should be done now. So I just take the clips off, and you can use a baking tray if you have one. I didn't find one that would fit in here perfectly, so I had some hardware cloth that's plastic coated hardware cloth, but you could probably use a dehydrator tray that would fit in here, or whatever you think of. These look these bananas were really ripe, but they're I think they're done. So you got to let them acclimate a little bit, and then you can put them away. So in other words, you don't want to take them right from being hot in the dehydrator, which the dehydrator is not hot now because the sun went down. But if you were going to empty a dehydrator that was hot, don't put them away right away. Just putting that out there for people new to dehydrating. But you want to let your stuff, your food, just sit for a little while and get to the ambient temperature wherever you are inside, and then you can put them away in a plastic bag or a mason jar. And these are so sweet and delicious, guys. I don't know, you could put them in your cereal or in on your oatmeal, or of course just snack on them. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope that that inspires some of you guys to give this a try. It's really fun to dehydrate your own stuff, and it's so tasty. The flavors get really magnified, and you can store them for a long time. So it's a really cool thing. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Otherwise, I'm going to get going, and I'm going to go in and season up those zucchini chips and get them in here. Maybe I'll show you guys those next time. But anyway, you have a great day. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Happy dehydrating. Bye-bye.